Today, we're going to take trash people throw on the side of the road, and with the furnace we built ourselves, we're going to make a flawless ingot. With the aluminum pieces we've collected from the street, soda cans and things like that, we're going to make an ingot, a flawless, shiny one. The first step is to build a melting furnace. In this video, we're going to try to make everything ourselves as much as possible. So we'll be building the furnace ourselves too. For this, we found a 20-liter oil can like this one. Since it's going to get hot on the outside and the inside will naturally go above 1000 degrees, this paint will be destroyed. Let's get rid of that paint now. Later, I'll paint it with heat-resistant paint. That way, we'll also prevent it from rusting. So first, I'm going to start the paint stripping process. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes and the paint is already... it's peeling right off. Now, after we clean this up, we'll move on to making the inside. Now, there are still some small paint flakes left on it, but we're going to apply heat-resistant paint over it. Those will come off over time. We might even just burn them off. I mean, it's looking great right now. Now, first, I'm going to put in what's called rock wool, or is it glass wool? But of course, this is a bit of a challenging step. These have to fit perfectly inside the furnace. This way, I'll create the insulation. The heat will stay inside and won't escape. Because aerated concrete and rock wool are actually insulation materials. For example, if we weren't outdoors, we'd definitely need to work with a mask, because there's a lot of dust. Oh man. This is tough. And this jacket is too thick. Now this is a slab also for heat insulation. First, we'll make sure it fits lengthwise inside. Then we'll wrap it around the inside. Let's measure it first. Considering the cement, we'll need to cut it from around here, about a finger's width down. Then I'll cut it like this. We've got the measurement. Hopefully it'll be a snug fit. Yes, it's a perfect fit. Were you born to do this or what? Okay, we've put in the glass wool. We also cut this piece into a round shape, and I'm placing it at the bottom. We left a bit of a gap, and I'll explain why in a bit. And this is how it will sit, our crucible. Now we've come to the drilling stage. This part will blow air inside, meaning it'll feed the fire, blow in the heat. So we're going to drill a hole this size right here, and we'll drill through the glass wool and the aerated concrete. After that, we'll leave this inside. Finally, we'll get to the cement stage. Wow, that turned out great, Siko. It's a perfect fit. It turned out great. Look, this will stay here. We'll push it in a bit because the cement will go here. After I've covered the concrete, I say, blow. Now, of course, we also need to drill a hole in the aerated concrete in the same way so that this one will pass through. Because 3, 4th place even. There will be a queue to state rock wool, aerated concrete, cement. We broke it while doing it, but it's okay, because we're going to cover it with cement anyway. Now, I'll insert this as well. That I came out from the back? Super! If you position it like this, it will fit perfectly. Okay, great. Now we come to the part about aerated concrete. The fewer gaps there are, the better the insulation will be. It's going pretty well. We'll knit 1 or 2 more pieces here completely, and then it will be cement's turn. The cement is like this. We gained 5 to 6 kilos, so we said let there be more, not less. It shouldn't be too liquid like flour. It needs to have the consistency of mortar so that we can stick it together easily. Is it as effective as it can handle? Was Kamil being referred to in relation to food items? I don't know how to knead dough at all, Seko. Do you know? It happened during the pandemic. I thought I'd make lahmacun, Turkish pizza, Kamil, during the pandemic. A single lahmacun should cost 175 lira. I'm serious, it's that difficult. But mastery is something else entirely, Seko. For example, if he were a skilled craftsman, he could have finished it by now. Until we pour this cement. The misty mountains surrounding Urfa, oh my. If it's too liquid, we can't thin it out. Will you wipe it, Kamil? Kamil the plasterer, he said. But for 6 kilos of cement, I think you'd need about 750 milliliters. What are you talking about then, Kamil, if you don't understand? I think that's enough. Now, what will they write underneath? Will the cement get so tired? I'm doing this for the first time. How should I know how cement gets tired? For example, they're interviewing me on their YouTube channels. Seiko. I'm very good at street interviews. This is my profession. I'm not saying they'll do street interviews with me. He's not being condescending. Not everyone is going to do a job perfectly. Have we reached a conclusion? We arrived. Yes, I think Seiko is ready. One piece, monolithic? Absolutely. Now we'll gradually start applying this. Now there are fingerprints here. Latest. We'll straighten it out somehow. It could be a spatula or something else. Now on the second day, the heat-resistant concrete is almost dry. You know Tashov's My Bakery brand? I bought some toothpaste from them. It's a paste purely for thermal insulation. Now I'm going to paint around it with a base coat. The base coat is dry. Now we're painting it with heat-resistant paint. After this, all that's left is drying. There's nothing else to do. This is my first time seeing heat-resistant paint. It's very runny. So we've set up the system. This is how it's going to be. It turned out quite nice. But we need to dry the inside thoroughly. So we're going to light a low flame, and maybe for hours, we'll just slowly dry it like this. After that, hopefully we'll move on to the melting part. Actually, while this is drying, we should go out and look for something. Let's look for canned drinks. There's a lot of trash around. Now, since we're going to be recycling, I want to collect them from the roadside. Because people drink while driving, Kamal, and just throw it out, man. For example, someone threw one here. We can find a ton of these. Is there a shortage of animals in this country? Look, there's a ton over there too. Bro, don't call them animals. You're right, we shouldn't call them animals. No animal just throws trash around like that. Someone drank this and just tossed it. I mean, it's not just aluminum, everything is trash. Everywhere is trash. I mean, one of them, you'd need like 100 people to come out for all this. You find a lot of it on the roadsides, folks. Really. Look, someone got married and left their wedding invitation here. There's a lake over there. You see how beautiful it is? A guy comes here, thinking he'll have a good time, throws his drink away, and just takes off. Couples getting married take pictures here. The one you just saw, they got married, may God bless them, took their pictures and just threw their invitation away and left. Everywhere is trash, but I mean, even the garbage collectors can't get in here. I mean, how could they? We're on the side of a road that's like a highway. How is someone supposed to walk from here into the forest to clean it up? You throw it on the side, at least throw it somewhere decent. You know, throw it where the sanitation workers can get to it so they can clean it. But no, they throw it into the forest. We went and came back and this is still burning. You know, I would have loved to have professional equipment, Seko, but the prices are unbelievable, so expensive. I mean, if you decided to buy something like this today, the prices are between 5 and 15,000 lira. That's why we decided to make it ourselves. We actually want to use it in other videos too. Maybe we can if it lasts long enough. We'll see. This still has a ways to go. Finally, the device is ready. But I read somewhere that if it doesn't dry completely, it can explode, Seko. What happens if it explodes, Camille? We'll get burned. If it explodes, we'll get burned. So there's some stress. I mean, I'll start by heating it up gently again. After that, I'll put in all our materials and stoke the fire. I want it to warm up a bit. We should keep our distance, Seko. This glove is heat resistant too. Oh my God, is this swelling, Seko? Is it starting to swell up on the inside? Hold on. Step back. Let me see. I swear, we've been working on this for days, I'm telling you. I'd be really upset. What happens if it swells? It'll explode? What happens if it explodes? We'll get burned, Seiko. So, let's not have it explode, okay? We also made a really nice lid, like this, to trap the heat inside. It needs to get oxygen, so the lid is open. Should I stoke it, Seiko? I've really stoked it now. This will melt inside. Of course, we'll be throwing dozens of these in. The device has been heating up for about 20 to 25 minutes. It's starting to show the first signs of melting. The can started to buckle, but a problem has come up. After all, this is handmade. Look, you'll see it from here. It's smoking. We think the fiberglass is burning in there, but it's not dangerous. The tank is far away. Now I'm going to throw another one in. It's reached the temperature we want, but the tank might run out. That's stressing me out a bit, to be honest. Anyway, like I said, we've thrown in a lot and we'll keep adding more. So, something happened. Even the aerated concrete couldn't handle the extreme heat. Look, see that? It cracked like this, but since it hasn't lost its shape, it still serves its purpose. So we don't have a problem right now. After all, the main thing is that it doesn't let air in. Now we're changing the tank, a bigger one. There's a huge difference between a picnic tank and, well, the standard cooking gas tank. Everything will be faster now. That's the difference between the picnic tank and this one. It showed itself immediately. In a few minutes, this will melt like a charm. I mean, let me tell you, it's been about 4 hours. Now I'm curious to see what state it's in. Whoa, look, Seiko. See that? It's in great shape. It's just that the top part solidifies quickly. We'll collect this stuff later, the paint. This is all the paint from those cans. After that, we'll pour it. Now I need to clear off some of this paint from the top, because the aluminum sinks to the bottom, and as it melts, the paint stays on top. Because of that layer of paint, I can't add any new aluminum material on top. Look, this is all just paint. Of course, some aluminum comes with it, but I can't separate it. I'm not that skilled. But we've cleaned out quite a bit of it. We need to clean all that paint off completely so we can get to the pure aluminum. That's the goal. It's gotten dark. We're still waiting for it to melt. As the amount increases, melting gets harder, of course. But it's happening. You already saw it melting. It became like mercury. So after 4 or 5 days, I think we finally achieved our goal. Let's open it up now and get our lava, hopefully. Yes, I'm pouring it into the ingot mold. Wow. Was your father a miner too? Perfect, 10 out of 10. Oh, it's already solidified. We're going to work on this part. We'll sand it down really well. It's gonna come out as an ingot anyway. But after 5 days, we did it, we succeeded. They said you can't build your own furnace. I did it. Oh man. Seiko, this is so good. Dude, this is a real ingot. Now I'm going to help you relax. This is turning into a relaxing video now. We're switching to ASMR. The light was fading, but I caught it at the last second. I have superpowers like that. Whoa, how am I supposed to hold this, man? It's so hot. Even this glove isn't helping. Look, this part is burned now, but I'll grab it with my other fingers and put it down right away. Here we go. Look, it's still hot. It's still melting it. Look, it's coming out from here, see? We've completed the first stage. We've got our ingot ready. It took this long because we built our own furnace. If we'd bought one, it would have taken 2 hours. Now it's time to turn this into a flawless mirror-like aluminum ingot. But should we wait until tomorrow for that? It's gotten very late. It's a new day, my friends. I've honestly lost count of what day it is. With the Dremel, we got it from SKP. We'd made a phone polishing video before, turning a phone into a mirror. You know, for these things, the diamond pastes and stuff, I'm leaving the link to where I got them down below. Also, they had a surprise for us at the end of the video, and I'll show you that too. Now, the bottom was a bit, swollen, so I cut that part off. And we have an ingot like this in our hands. From now on, I'll be doing this with the Dremel. I'll use the Dremel this time. I'll also sand it a bit by hand. And I'll turn this into a mirror as well. We're about to start. Yes. Kamil, now look, Kamil. See? It's steady, continuous, it has a standard. And look at this. This is you, Kamil, and this is your uncle Serkan. Consistent, and it doesn't use much electricity. I'll be this one. Yes, I agree. This one's the best, Seko. You look more like this one anyway. We've made a lot of progress. Soon we'll start with the micron level sandpapers. Look, let me show you. We're doing great. There were a couple of issues here while I was doing a few things. While pouring, during the casting, but it was our first time doing something like this, after all. Now we're moving on to finer sandpapers. There's something to be careful about with sandpapers. For example, I sanded with 800 grit. Now I've moved on to 1000. We're making it finer. As it gets finer, it naturally gets shinier. The top, the side. Of course, I'm also struggling with this. After all, this isn't high-quality aluminum. Ultimately, it's just beverage cans. If it were valuable, they wouldn't make it from disposable materials. But a little while ago, when we rubbed this cotton on it, the cotton would stick. Remember, Siko? It doesn't stick anymore. It's been about 3 hours since we first picked up this Dremel and sandpaper. We started by collecting the trash people throw around. Then we built our own melting furnace. We melted the aluminum. I hope our effort is worth it. Seko, this is other people's trash, man. We really did it. But it hasn't reached a mirror-like consistency yet. Now for the final stage, we'll do it with diamond paste. The final step in polishing. This tool was really useful. I'll put a link for this too, Seko. Like this, we'll just put a few drops of this. Since the surface is large, I put a little extra. Just a few drops, actually. Of course, friends, the reason it's called diamond paste isn't because it makes things look like a diamond. It contains synthetic diamonds. That's why it continues to sand at the micron level. As you know, diamond is the hardest mineral on Earth. We're doing this with the help of a felt pad. Now we'll move on to the second dose of diamond paste. This has already made it quite shiny. It's going to get even finer. In the end, we'll really be doing something at a micron level. I'm really tired. We're doing so well. We're really doing so well. It's surprisingly successful. In our recent videos, we've succeeded at everything, thank God. Well, we turned the iPhone into a mirror too, we did. But we've done big things here. We built our own furnace. We collected our own aluminum. Kamil, we melted it, we polished it. And in the end, we'll finish with a pretty nice ending. Don't expect anything too big. It's big for us, it's good for the video. Yes, the last stage is also finished, friends. And we've created a flawless aluminum ingot. It's like a mirror leaving a fingerprint the moment you touch it. That's how smooth it is. Before the final stage, I'm going to do something. Let's see how much it weighs. Half a kilo, 429 grams, Zeko. Wow, I mean, the trash people throw away could only be made this valuable by me in this amount of time. And that's like 10-15 liras. Anyway, that's not the point. Now, I'm putting it down like this. Here it is, the UB logo stamp. How is it, Seco? Awesome, right? Now look, the guys at SKP, our big brothers who provide technical support for polishing, sent this to us as a gift. We're very happy. Camille, I'm going to hit it very hard, be careful. Or rather, I should be careful. 1, 2, wait a minute, let me hit it again. 1, 2, pull it off, let's see. Oh my god, put it back. If we place it in the exact same spot, it'll work. Lower it slowly, let's see. A little bit up like this. So we need to hit it 5 or 6 times. Yes. Hit it again. I mean, we mess it up at the last second. Let me hit it here. It's ours anyway. Careful, man. Should I hit it one last time, Camille? Yes, we did it. I swear, we even stamped our logo, my Seco. Would you look at this? From the trash people throw on the roadside, a flawless stamped ingot with our own corporate logo, Uras Benliolu, UB. We made a flawless stamped aluminum ingot. It turned out great. There's a test one on the bottom. Don't look at that. So, in the end, friends, don't throw your trash into the forests. For goodness sake. Thanks for watching.